The issue of fake feminism, or let me say performative feminism in the K-pop industry right now has been a topic of discussion for a lot of fans and critics alike. And if you ask me about what performative feminism is, it's like engaging with feminism on a superficial basis, which I think is really what is going on in the industry right now. It means women often like centering themselves in discussion where their opinions are neither needed or wanted in the K-pop industry. There have been genuinely efforts, undoubtedly, by some artists and groups to promote gender equality and women empowerment. An example of which are, let's say, um, Soyeon from G Idol. She's an advocate for it. Irene actually did something about it too, and actually took a lot of heat for that. I think Harem too read a book about feminism too, which was a trend that time too, which was good. But you see, I feel in the K-pop industry right now, feminism is being used merely as a marketing tool or a way to appeal to a certain demographics without genuine commitment to the cause. And you see, in our world today, the term feminism has actually lost its meaning to me. I don't even understand what feminism is. So I had to go back to my dictionary and actually check, okay, what is the textbook? What is the real meaning of feminism? What was the real meaning? What was it intended for? And it says feminism is about all genders having equal rights and opportunities. It's about respecting diverse women's experience, identity, knowledge, and strengths, and striving to empower all women to realize their full rights. And I think I can work with this if this is what I think feminism should mean, not what it is today. I think one of the common criticism that have clearly revolved around feminism in the K-pop industry is between the image portrayed by some pop acts, like female K-pop groups, and the actual message they convey through their music or their action. For example, some girl groups might present themselves as strong and independent, but their lyrics and choreographies and maybe their overall concept goes far, far, far. It's the total opposite of what they are trying to portray. One example of which I really don't want to give this example, but I have to give this example. Yuna, the favorite badass feminism that we all knew before she got entwined in a relationship with one of the suspects, or one of the people who was involved in the Burning Sun scandal. Like, people were really disappointed when that happened, and I could understand where the frustration of a lot of people were coming from, because she portrayed herself as a feminist in the industry, and that was the image she carried around with her and portrayed so well that people really got into her. When people see her, she's the epitome of feminism. But when she went ahead and made the singular decision of being in a relationship with a man convicted of rape, convicted of raping innocent women, unconscious women, trafficking women for profit, I think that is where there was like a cut in between. Like, okay, do they really understand what feminism means? Or are they just using feminism as a way to portray themselves in a good light to K-pop fans that are really ready to support your cause if they say you are onto something great? Also, there have been also cases that where artists have been accused of appropriating feminism symbols or maybe languages without truly understanding its movement or its goals. I think one problem I have with feminism in this industry, K-pop industry, is I don't think people really understand what feminism means. I would say just a few people or maybe few artists understand what feminism really means and what the movement is all about. Not just using feminism as a way to make yourself look good or making it yourself or making it a concept, making it a concept you want to portray, but you don't really understand what that word means itself. When this happens, this can lead to like shallow or superficial representation of feminism that lacks substance or fail to address the complexity of gender inequality. I feel this is what we should do as idols or maybe fans that need to educate our idols. That do they really understand what it means? Like, for example, let me give this example of G Idol's song "Wife." When that song came out, I was one of the first persons that was like, "Okay, what's the meaning? I really don't understand this one. It's like gibberish to me." But they broke this song down. There was an analysis of that song. Then I really understood where she was coming from. I mean, Sonia, the songwriter, where she was coming from with that song. And you know, when the true meaning or the true essence of feminism is attained, you're going to get a lot of backlash. That song was banned almost everywhere on the Korean broadcasting station to show you that she really understood where she was coming from and she knew the goal she wanted to attain with that song. Let me just give a quick breakdown of the song. She sang the song to like really call out the stereotypical representation of what a woman should be in the Korean society right now. Being at home, cooking, being a good housewife, and all. She was singing about it, and it got a lot of people triggered. And I said, okay, she really understood what she was going for. Even though the song and the lyrics was kind of jumbled up, but I understood the message she was trying to pass across with that song, which was really, really brilliant and intelligent of her. The K-pop industry, like many other entertainment industry, is empowerment, and I would link this to female empowerment because I feel like feminism, in a way, can be linked to female empowerment. I'm sorry to say, thinking about how much money you have in your bank account does not make you an empowering female. I don't know if it's to me, but do you really understand what it means to empower females? To make them have a voice, to make them feel they can stand with their male counterparts in some places and be given the same opportunity those male counterparts are being given. I think we need to reevaluate what it means to be a female empowering K-pop group in the K-pop industry right now. It's not about the lyrics sometimes. It's about who you are as a woman, who you are as a female. What are you portraying apart from the glitters and glamours, or maybe behind the scene? What are you portraying as a woman to really show that, okay, I'm a female empowering person? It shows in your action. These things actually show in your actions and in your words. It does not have to be something you show behind the scene. It has to show in your actions and in your words. So, oh, sorry, I'm just digressing out of points. Sorry, back to the points that we are saying. I feel it's very important to recognize that while there might be instances of fake feminism in the K-pop industry right now, there are also many artists and groups who are genuinely committed to promoting gender equality and challenging societal norms, which we know some groups tackle, be it male groups, be it female groups. Some of them tackle societal issues, which is very good. As with every form of, let me advocacy or maybe empowerment, it's essential to critically evaluate the actions and intentions of some of these our favorite idols and artists and their companies rather than making blanket assumptions about an entire industry, whether it's positive or negative. I feel like as fans, we should actually be open to like think deep, not just being superficial about some of the things we hear. Yes, they might be singing about empowering song, but are they really empowering as a group? Are they really empowering as females? Are they really empowering in their actions? We need to actually study this well. It's not everything we just take in hook, line, and sinker. We don't absorb everything they tell us. Yes, some of them might be role models to you people, but really you need to evaluate them sometimes before you make them role models and actually understand. Okay, do I want to live my life based on this? Do I want to live my life as she's living her life? And I'm not talking about wealth. I know a lot of you are so quick to be like, oh, I want to live my life like that. She's living in the wealth right now. No, I'm not talking about that. Beyond the wealth, beyond every other thing that is making them seem attractive, deep down in them, the persona. What is it about them that makes you want to relate with them on a personal level? I think that is a question we need to ask ourselves as fans and as people individually.